Later in the past, what would you normally see in those European sites? You go into big churches, all big basilicas, and normally they are described as Gothic style cathedrals. True? So that's exactly what you see. You see in a Crusader style. Crusader means European style building, very impressive, with Gothic style arches that were made only in Europe. So that means it was formed here in the Holy Land. I mean, the local cultures have no idea how to create Gothic style arches, do they? They have no idea. It was done in the time of the Crusade. And that period of time of those Crusader knights that came to conquer the Holy Land in the name of saving the Church of the Holy Sepulchre as a command given by the Pope. What the wrong sentence it was now. That happened in the 11th and 12th century. Are we okay with that, or it sounds like a curse? 11th and 12th century means some 800 years ago. So some 800 years ago, with all the respect, and even I can understand that with my poor mathematics, is not 2,000 years ago like it should. Okay? So that's not us. But sometimes tradition is stronger than all my technical, scientific crap, okay? People don't care about it, especially if they come from Catholic circles. For them, this is the room of the Last Supper period. And you know what? I accept that, really. Without any cynical attitude, I accept that. People have the need, and we have to respect it, to come and to touch and to connect themselves. Okay, so we can put aside all those discussions, yes or no. They don't really care. Okay? Now, just a moment. The interesting thing inside, which I want to explain to you. If you noticed, there was a bronze statue of inside of an olive tree. That's why I'm pointing at your a suffering olive branch of an olive tree. Now, I'll tell you why. It's a symbol you have to understand. The ancient ones, prior to Jesus, the ancient Jews were a nation of farmers. That's a fact, okay? And sometimes the prophet, when they want them to understand something, they were having difficulties to understand from time to time. Though some people from time to time tell me the Jews are smart. I say some of them, but most of them are not. And you're considered through the Bible. They have to be taught and explained again and again and again how to follow. That's my interpretation, the ways of God. Now, one of the solutions to make it clear, the message to the people by the prophets and by the kings, was to talk to them with examples they understand from their labor. And the most common thing would be to explain to them things from the word of agriculture. Okay? So when they wanted to explain to them what should be the the demands for being appointed to be a Messiah and King of the Jews, they said to them as follows: he should be a shoot to the house of King David, like a shoot grows from the olive tree. A shoot, I don't know if you know, would be a young branch that goes out from the root, and given the condition, he will, guys, if you can come closer to allow them to cross, thank you. Given the right condition, it will develop to a new tree. In other words, the ancient Jews knew that one of the special qualities of an olive tree is the fact that it regrows, it reproduces from its roots. How many trees do you know that do that? Most of them. Let's check your sudden quiz. How do you reproduce an ordinary tree? Seeds. You take the seeds. You don't take the branches, guys. You take the seeds. You plant them, and given the right condition, you have a new tree, true? Not in the case of the olive tree. You can take till tomorrow the fruits and try to plant them, nothing will go out. Okay? It is reproducing through its roots. And they knew that, because the Jews of the time of Jesus and prior were expert, okay, in growing olive trees. They were expert of that. They were known to be expert for that, okay? So they were told the Messiah has to have the relationship of the major tree, the house of King David, and the shoots. Okay? That's why inside room of the Last Supper, they chose to decorate the Christian church with a bronze statue of an olive tree. Remember the church of Tapcha and Tiberias? Remember that? The one that you enter and you saw the beautiful mosaic with the 2 fish and loaves multiplication? What was the major tree in the courtyard? A big olive tree, okay? So you have to remember that that's a very important principle to understand better your own concept of religion. Okay? Okay? And this is the only thing in this issue of Messiah which is acceptable also in Christian and Judaism. Okay? That would be one of the first principles. They both agreed what should be the special characters of the Messiah. Okay? About the rest, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But that would be the major thing. Any questions up to now? Okay, so we go.
I have an answer.
What?
The Lord told us here Israel, God is one.
Yes, yes, that would
That's
be another
for
thing.
Christian
Yes,
and Jews.
yes, that would be another thing. That's true. That's true. Okay.
Shalom.